Good morning, students. Today we will study Standard 6th, chapter number 16, that is Vermi composting. As in previous lecture, we had studied about how we get rid of from the garbage, and the topic is dealing with garbage. In today's topic, we will discuss about vermi composting. As we know, we can be friends of plant by supplying them to compost. As we all know, compost is the substance which provides the nutrients to plants. So we can also making compost by ourselves. So by ourselves we are using making compost. So in previous lectures or in previous classes, we had learned about earthworms are called farmer's friend. So, how earthworms are farmer's friend, or what type of earthworms are called farmer's friend? So, type of earthworm called red worm is used for composting. What is composting? That is vermicomposting. So, which type of organisms or earthworms are used in vermicomposting? That is red worm. So, the method of preparing compost with the help of red earthworm is called vermicomposting. So, what is vermicomposting? The method to prepare compost. So, compost is mainly the food for plant which provide nutrients to plants. So we can try to make manure by vermicomposting at school. So here is the activity, you can also do it at home. Let us dig a pit or keep a wooden box at a place which is neither too hot nor too cold. So what a place which does not get direct sunlight. So you have to make a comfortable home for our red worms in a pit or the box. You should take a pit or the wooden box. Spread a net or chicken mesh at the bottom of the pit or the box. You can also spread 1 to 2 centimeter of sand. If you have not pit, then you can spread sand as an alternative. Now spread now separate some vegetable wastes included peels of fruits over this layer of sand. So what you can use? Vegetable wastes, peels of fruits, etc. One can also use green leaves, pieces of dried stalks of plant, husk or pieces of newspaper or cardboard to spread over the layer of sand. But the shiny or plastic coated paper should not be used for this purpose. Dried animal dung could also be used, so it can be used. So the things which I colored red is used for in the vermicomposting, and the purple color things are not uses. So now when you add these substances over the layer of sand, you sprinkle some water to make it wet. Take care not use excess water. Don't press the layer of waste. Keep this loose so that it has sufficient air and moisture. So do not press the layer of waste. Keep this layer loose so that it has sufficient air and moisture. So the pit is ready to welcome the red worm. Buy some red worm and put them in your pit. Cover them loosely with a gunny bags or an old sheet of cloth or a layer of grass. So as you see here, the pit is ready and you spread some the red earthworm. So just sprinkle some grass, gunny bag or old sheets. Your red worms need food, so you can give them vegetable fruit wastes and the tea remains weeds from the field of garden. So this act as a food for the red worm. So you should bury this food about 2-3 centimeter inside the pit. But this is, you can see here, don't use what we can't use salt, pickles, oils, vinegar, meat and milk preparation as a food for red worm. So purple color is this, that things are not used in vermicomposting. If you put these things in the pit, diseasing causing small organism start growing. So why we can't add these types of things? Because diseases causing small organisms start growing. Once in a few days, gently mix and move the top layer of your pit. So redworm do not have teeth. What they have? They have gizzards. So point to be noted, what earth redworms have? Redworms have gizzards. So which help them to grinding their food. So powdered eggshells, seashells could be mixed with waste. So this would help earthworm in grinding their food. So what help the earthworm to grinding their food? Powdered eggshells or seashells will help them to powder their food. A redworm can eat food equal to its own weight in a day. So this should be noted how much food redworm can eat. Redworm can eat food equal to its own weight. So redworm do not survive in hot or very cold surrounding. So point to be noted. So they also need moisture around them. So they need the moisture. They do not spend their time in the hot and very cold surrounding. If you take good care of your worms, in a month time their number will be double. So if you take care of these worms, then the number become double. Now observe the content of the pit carefully after 3-4 weeks, and do you know, see loose soil like material in the pit. Your vermicompost is ready. So after 3-4 weeks, soil like material is formed in the pit. So this is called vermicompost. Now put some wastage as a food in one corner of the pit, and most of the worms will shift towards this part of the pit and the vacating the other part. So as you see here in vermicomposting, the red worms can shift from their path. Remove the compost from the vacant part and dry it in the sun. Your vermicompost is ready for use. So this is the procedure how we get the vermicompost. The part which is left in the pit has most of the worms in it. Now you can use this form. You can use these for preparing more compost. So, so this is the vermicomposting that can also be done in pots, gardens or field. So this is the best way so that we can get best out of waste. So vermicomposting is the example of best out of waste. Those who have agriculture field can try the vermicomposting in the large pits. So what are the advantages? So main advantages of vermicomposting is it can save lot of money. So how it can save? We didn't spend the money on the expensive of chemical fertilizer, so and manure from the market. So in this way we can say that vermicomposting is best out of waste, and it helps in saving lot of money, so that we can't buy the expensive chemical fertilizer from the markets. So here we had complete the topic vermicomposting. In next lecture we will deal how we throw the garbage and where we throw the garbage. Thank you.